Welcome back to the coping skills playlist, where we basically are just going to go over a bunch of coping skills for mental health. This is mental health awareness coping skills for mental health. There's a million coping skills. We're going to sort of focus in on the ones that I would say rise to the top in terms of importance to practice. But even with that said, there's still going to be 30, 40. There's going to be a lot of coping skills in this playlist. So keep an eye on this channel. You can subscribe to the channel now. Channel is open source owners and welcome. If I've never met you, hi, my name is Jesse. Thanks for joining along with us. We're going to hop into the coping skills right now. All right, so the coping skill we're bringing you today is a daily practice coping skill, and all coping skills exist because they regulate your nervous system. If you don't know what I'm talking about here, check out video number 1 to get a little bit of a better sense of how I'm thinking of coping skills and how they regulate the nervous system. Today, we're going to do pace breathing or counted breathing. Now, this works on 2 aspects of the body: the nervous system through the vagus nerve, through the breathing apparatus, and also the brain itself through the prefrontal cortex, which we activate via counting. So that's why this works. So let's get going. It's not hard at all. It'll only take about 2 minutes. In fact, I'll put on a timer as we get started. We'll see what 2 minutes does. Okay, so here are the instructions. Count your natural in breath. You can do that now, just breathing normally at your own pace without changing it. Go ahead and give it a count. Don't count too slow. Have a fairly quick pace. 1, 2, 3, something like that, and see what number you come up with. Each time you breathe in, just try to get an average. Maybe you breathe in for 3, maybe you breathe in for 6. Number doesn't matter, just try to get an average number. When you do that, match your in and out breath. So now try to breathe out for the same amount of time that you're breathing in for. I'm going to use the number 4. So breathe in for 4, breathe out for 4. Try to do that now, even as we're talking. And if you can, breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. That helps improve nitric oxide release, which lowers stress hormones in the bloodstream. So in through the nose if you can, out through the mouth if you can. Nice slow and steady out through the mouth and slow and steady in through the nose. All right, let's add that timer now. So we got about 2 minutes of this. And whenever you feel so inclined, at some point in this 2 minutes, I'd like you to add 2 seconds or 2 counts to the out breath. So you'd be breathing in for 4 and then breathing out for 6. Just do that when you feel comfortable, and I'll see you on the other side of 2 minutes. And done. How do you feel? Pace breathing activates your prefrontal cortex. It makes you use the part of your brain that's involved in executive decision making. That's why it's a coping skill. It also activates the vagus nerve through the diaphragm, and that controls whether your body is sensing danger, aka you might be needing to cope or not. So the vagus nerve and the breathing apparatus is really critical to coping skills. I hope you feel a little bit more centered, a little bit more calm. 2 minutes is important. Okay, so what's the neuroscience of coping skills? Check this out here. Do this practice for 21 to 60 days before you say, hey, Jesse, That didn't work. Of course, it's not going to work if you just do it once on some YouTube video and then you never do it again. You got to bring this into your life and actually allow your neuroanatomy and the neuroscience to work for you. If you don't do that, how's it going to work? And do this practice for 5 minutes or less. 2 minutes is good. 3 minutes is good. 5 minutes is good. Don't try to do more because you're like some gold star student. It actually doesn't make behavior change happen any better if you try to do more. So do less. Yay, this is good news. 5 minutes or less. You got to stack it. How do you stack it? You put it next to something you're already doing. So every time you have lunch, you have a salad with blueberries and walnuts on it. That's your thing that you do every single day for lunch. Right after that, do some pace breathing. That's stacking it. Questions for the comment section. You just did this coping skill. What do you think? What do you think of pace breathing? Can it help in terms of your mental health? Could you see how 21 to 60 days of this practice might change things for you or not? If not, no big deal. Have you ever had success with breathing? AKA noticed a benefit in your life? Have you ever done breathing to get you through something? Is it a skill that you already employ naturally? Is it a skill that you learned once in therapy and it's worked for you? And maybe you've forgotten about it. Now, is there a million ways to do pace breathing? Yes, you can do box breathing, 4-4-4-4. You can do sleep breathing, 6-1-6-1. You can do anxiety breathing, 4-7-8. I'm giving you all these numbers just to sort of pique your curiosity. The key is, and the way I like to do it, as you just saw, is to match your own natural breath and to have a longer out breath than you do an in breath. In through the nose, out through the mouth, makes it a little bit better too. Leave your comments in the comment section below. I'd love to read them. If you'd like some comprehensive mentorship to comprehensively manage mental health, or what I call sustainable mental health, like getting us free from always needing to use coping skills, getting us free from always needing to be in therapy for the rest of our life, then consider joining the home subscription service. This is my mentorship program where I sort of lead us through, as you can see here, the 4 major domains of mental health. And as we do that, we support each other as a group. So it's not just me mentoring, but it's y'all mentoring y'all. I'm from Michigan, so I say y'all. Click the link below if you're interested. Here's some free stuff for you. And that was mental health awareness, coping skills for mental health. I think this is part 3 where we're talking about pace breathing, one of the most critical coping skills of all. Check out the main channel. So this is the playlist for coping skills, and go ahead and binge all these, but check out the main channel if you want to know at a deeper level how polyvagal theory plays into this, how attachment theory plays into this, how nervous system dysregulation plays into all of this sort of stuff that we're talking about vis-a-vis coping skills. All coping skills that work have deep foundational reasons that they work, and I'm very interested in that, and I try to teach about those things in my main channel. Thank you so much for watching this video. I appreciate you, and I hope that this video did you all right. I will see you in the next video. Take care of yourselves out there.